Today, we'll be talking about the Mullet Daddy, Christian Berger. For those unfamiliar, C. Berger is like this country wannabe, mullet-donning little 5'2" fella on TikTok that gets a lot of hate in his comment section for seemingly just being pretty awkward. He does like these little border crossing videos where multiple times a week he'll head up to Canada to this A&W place, whatever the hell that is, to get breakfast, lunch, or some coffee. They ask him the same damn questions every time, and every time he can't figure out what to reply with. I mean, knowing nothing about this guy, I'm sure you can't help but giggle at a little 5'2" fella shaking his mullet crazy style and losing balance every 5 seconds. Getting the gist of it though, this guy has quite a lot of followers from his odd content and a lot of eyes on him. And with so many eyes on you, if there's anything you've done wrong, it's just bound to come to light. But with Christian Berger, a lot of this he does out in the open. Honestly, not enough people have acknowledged his more predatory behavior. Beginning our dive down into his odd escapades, we have Christian attempting to blackmail a woman. She's married, by the way, to add him back on Snapchat. By 1, claiming she's his ex, then tagging her in a video, and 2, claiming he found her OnlyFans, telling her only after she adds him will Jit take it down. Like, big dog, where exactly do you think this would go afterwards? After you get what you want out of blackmailing her, do you think that would be a great way to start off a friendship or relationship or any damn kind of ship? She's married, dude. Like, little bro does not have the game to pull a married woman, especially with this mug. But of course, just being a creepo to grown women isn't enough for a fella like Christian Berger, no. In the most suspicious way possible, he puts out this TikTok, buddy claiming to not like kids 100%.
I do not 100% like kids. I fucked up and I learned my lesson.
Like, bro, do you not get how much worse this is, putting out this statement? What do you mean you don't like them 100%? Do you only like them 90% of the time? Like, I don't get it. In all seriousness, though, I can only assume he's attempting some sort of damage control, possibly after reading some of the comments of people questioning his actions around minors. But it gets worse, like it always does with these lolcow type fellas. Down here are some case numbers to charges he incurred around a year ago, I want to say, talking to a 14 to 15-year-old aged girl. We've got calm with minor immoral purposes, name on record Christian Berger, location Washington State, yada yada yada. I mean, it's pretty clear if you couldn't tell. He's just straight up a threat to children in his surrounding area. We have multiple accounts of young girls claiming to have been enticed with alcohol by him in order to get him to come over to his place to do God knows what. Highlighted here in this post, in his county's predator awareness group, we have this post reading, "When he was in his 20s and I was 16, he tried to buy me alcohol and have me come to his place while I was hanging out with my buddies. I know a lot of girls who did accept the alcohol and him trying to prey on them." And she added, "As well as he sent me nudes and nudes pictures." Okay, it was super disturbing. Like, come on, Jit. It's already degenerate to be buying alcohol for minors to begin with. But on the topic of this sending illicit images to minors, we have Berger himself claiming to have used stuff to F his own A that he sent to a girl under the age of 16. He said, "I've used stuff to F my own A." And then, if of course that wasn't descriptive enough, he clarifies immediately with what he used. He says, "banana hammer, both with condoms on." And these are both provided by Aiden Bushell, who seems to have documented Christian for 3 years and until recently, it seems like. Predators like Christian are just sick in the head, and it's in part due to the neglect, enabling, denial, and uneducated actions by these types of people's parents that we see on full display here, with his own adoptive mother, Marion Berger, defending his actions. Shout out Ryan on TikTok here, by the way. We've got Marion Berger saying, "Talking to minors, is that a crime?" What? Are you dense, actually? But following up to, I can only assume, some sort of sarcastic comment in reply to that, her asking that, because it's a stupid ass question. She's got, "Oh my goodness, I had no idea you had a license to be a psychiatrist or a licensed psychologist. He certainly is mildly R-word, and he certainly cannot work because he has congestive heart failure. The kid is only 5 feet tall, you know. I'll know what you're talking about. Like, one, calling your son the R word is kind of messed up just to do online, but all you're doing is enabling him by defending his actions by pulling this disability card. These people cannot just hide behind a curtain of unaccountability just because they have something wrong with them. He is scarring and hurting kids. There is no excuse for that. This one comment I came across had a great point on this. It reads, I mean, if he's deemed medically fit to have a driver's license, he should be held accountable for his actions regardless of if it was suggested by someone else. He should know basic right from wrong, and anything less is a failure of parenting on her end. This is it right here. If you can be held responsible for operating vehicles that weigh like 2,500 pounds at speeds of up to 75 miles per hour, you are capable of understanding that talking to minors and sending them this shit is wrong. He must be held accountable. Christian Berger, you know what you're doing is wrong. Someone somewhere needs to be holding you accountable. I'd like to see some restricted internet access, or at least, but oh well, I'm so sick of this little gnome guy.